So we'll go ahead and we will jump right in. So last session, you guys started off having freshly defeated the Z team, another kind of a rival group, whom they themselves had beaten yet another group. Inside of this library that had kind of showed up out of nowhere, you had done a little investigating. You learned that the library was old, that it spent some time in a strange place in the elemental planes for whatever that reason might be. Noticed that it was basically filled up with these fiction books, and discovered the artifact that you'd been sent to look for, which turned out to be kind of a bauble. But more importantly, you had found a book that it drew attention enough that someone felt it was necessary to kind of hold on to it to scrutinize later. You return to Syl, the person that had asked you to go out and run this little errand for them, to bring back this information for them. Gave them some items, and they were able to review this book. Something in the back has a little seal, and it's called the Tomes of the Hereafter. It's a publishing company. You've probably seen them before. They have several books that are out there. Out in the world, almost any library will have some of their tales, but this one was unique. This book was special. It was one of the original books, part of a series known as the 7 Tomes of the Hereafter. And you learned kind of what the name of the campaign is referencing to, and that if you can collect these books, they can teach one that reads them the language of magic, a power that essentially lets you shape reality as you want. It's you just speak and magic responds to it. Everyone seemed to recognize the danger in something of this nature. And when Syl approached you and discussed potential full-time employment, so to speak, offering a particular ritual in which he would become what he referred to as your Empok, and you would become his exarchs. You talked about it some and eventually agreed. Just before you went through with the ritual, there was a little bit of questioning going on as to Syl's intentions and who they were. And to assuage those fears, he went ahead and took you into the large room in his house. There for performances, but it quickly seemed obvious that room was also there so that he could stretch out. And he basically released his shape-shifted form and turned into a huge emerald dragon in front of you. With that, you guys completed the ritual and joined what he referred to as Zorvental. You became his exarchs, he's your Empok, and with that, he provided you all with a medallion that you can wear that basically symbolizes himself, and it represents him. It's a kind of this copper coin with a little bit of green glass that represents an emerald inside of it. And he gave you each a token that was essentially the same thing, a coin version of that. And you guys received a handout that explained what these tokens could do for you. I also added a couple other handouts that I meant to do kind of as I was talking, didn't get a chance to. There's a handout showing the Tomes of the Hereafter and the particular book that you got is a story about a verdant knight. And with that, we left off. So I will move you guys over here for now. Just to get a little splash of the campaign, the language of magic. And we will move back in to Syl's house as he has more or less kind of just finished discussing what the plan is. He did say that the what he's planning to have you guys do is to find out more information. And he's going to cut right through all the investigation. He wants to send you to the Answer Dragon to ask specifically. And Darren recognized the Answer Dragon as an actual avatar for the god of knowledge.
All right, I can't remember. Did we finish the whole ritual or not yet?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we got the coins, I think.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Yeah.
Or tokens, but yeah.
Afterwards, just to kind of in some casual conversation, Syl said, "Oh, by the way, one thing. It's kind of a faux pas. If you could try not to, you shouldn't take the medallions of other people that maybe are. You might consider them rivals. That's fine, but it's just not polite to take that. I will tell you that they do offer you a little bit of protection, just the smallest of bits. Those others like myself, other impox, we are not able to basically use magic to see where exarchs are of one of our of another team. So by taking that off of them, you're exposing them to people that you shouldn't do. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like there's a hard and fast rule about it. You're not going to get the slap on the wrist, but it's kind of a faux pas. And so if you could try not to do that, I'd appreciate it.
Should we give you the ones that because didn't we take one of the tokens?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Failure is the one that took them, so it's on their person. I wouldn't, since they're not here, they can decide if they want to give it back or not later.
Okay. Cool. Duly noted. When do we need to go to this Answer Dragon?
Well, I don't think we're on any particular timetable. At least I don't think so. I'd send you in the next day or two. I could make arrangements for you, get things all prepared. But I'd prefer that you be off on your way at sometime fairly soon. If you have other things you need to take care of, that's great. But if you want to sail around the world and come back, that wouldn't exactly be favorable.
Well, no, I just need to go get some stuff. I need to buy some stuff for some spells of mine.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, by all means, go and take a day. You all got some money. I'm going to do a little preparation for you. I've got something in the works that I think you might appreciate. But yeah, go ahead, take the day, do whatever you need to do in town, and if you want, you can stay here. You can stay wherever you want. I don't care. But my home is open to you. Should you need it, feel free to come on right on in.
All righty, thank you. I don't mean to speak for the group. I just need to get I need to get a pearl worth 100 gold, I think, for this spell.
Oh, for identify.
Yeah, I figured it might help us out.
Yeah, very good.
And also, it's just a fun spell.
So I do have a quick question for the group. I know our gracious DM earlier on said that it was kind of up to us whenever we take optional quests. And I was just kind of wondering, do we as a group know when we want to take any of those? Or do we want to leave it for later? Or I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I mean, if one presents itself, I'm definitely down for whatever. I don't think that we should ignore things going on around us, but I also understand that we might have situations that are more time sensitive.
Right, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'm just because I believe I think we have to go a little bit out of our way to get some of these side quests, like from the boards.
Which side quests are you referring to?
Oh, just any of them. We go up to the quest board, pick it up, and yeah, we just get it. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
those.
I didn't know if you were referring to things that had already kind of been mentioned, because I didn't think you guys had really anything other than the stuff that was mentioned to you at the very beginning.
Okay. Well, I suppose that whatever we end up doing for the day, Darren will go and get a side quest. Not with the intention to do it right now or really anytime soon, but it's like if we're maybe like if the side quest is in an area where we're going to anyway, could be a good idea to just swing by and do it if we have like a couple free hours.
Do we know where the answer dragon is? Actually, let me ask that in question.
Oh, good idea.
Mr. Silas, where exactly is the answer dragon, or is that like hush hush?
Oh, not anymore. I mean, unfortunately, I can speak much more freely with you now. He's more or less at the top of a very tall tower in the middle of the Whispering Desert.
Okay, and what would be the closest outpost or point of civilization to that? Do you know?
Of course, kind of depends on what you consider civilization. The desert itself, it's just a couple days journey away, and then once you hit it, it's quite a distance. It's a few 100 miles away, so you got a ways to go.
Okay. Would you be adverse if we took a look at the board to see if there's anything on the way that we could accomplish while getting the information?
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Sure, I'm not going to stop you.
Sorry, I guess Darren should have asked that, but there we go.
No, you're all good.
In fact, I've got this here that I can show you. He kind of takes one of the chairs, moves it over, and he always seems to have a bag on him that seems to hold a little extra stuff. And he pulls out a rolled up scroll and lays it out. I got this from Mr. Elias recently, and this will give you an idea of what you're looking for. I could have made this a handout, but I did it as a map. Hopefully everybody can see this.
Yeah, I can see it.
So this is the Whispering Desert, and I've gone ahead and I've marked a little X here for you. It's literally inked on the map. There is the tower. That's what you're going to want to look for. It's about 300 miles into the desert.
Mr. Silas, what is this? I point to what looks to be a keep of some kind, or maybe a city.
See, so you mentioned that the civilization, and if you consider desert life civilization, which is fine, plenty of people are happy to live there. I believe that I don't visit the desert myself very often, but I believe that one might be Orion. Orion, yes, I think that's what it is. It's a nice little town.
I mean, to be fair, I'm from a mushroom farm in the Underdark. I'm not going to judge where people live. Are all of these DM? Are all of these like this? What looks to be a pyramid, right? These are actually on the map that we can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, you see the map pretty much as it's given here, but you don't really have names on it.
There's a lot of different things on here, like the verdant and there's like this little thing down here, and like so Simon's going all over this because he's super curious. I don't think he's ever been to a desert, so it's going to be a unique experience. Do you know what these are? Like, what is this tower? Like, you said tower, but I'm assuming that's obviously not the right one. Do we know what that tower is?
I don't know that one. I'm sorry. I don't know what that particular one is. I can tell you
okay.
that, like I said, I think this is Oran here. That's a pretty big city, comparatively, for deserts. But these might be right where they say they are. I don't know. I don't travel it very often. It's not the way that I would go. But
fair, you could probably fly.
Yes, but these could be actual places. It's very likely that the places of water actual places of water. I'm pretty sure that would be very important. I don't imagine there's a 50-mile wide bird actually flying in the desert, as he points to the eagle. So there's obviously some embellishments here that the cartographer has done. So there could be cities there, there might not. Most likely, I would think you could trust the water sources. But I thought I would discuss this with you probably tomorrow, if you were going to go ahead heading out there, how you would want to do it. Because as I mentioned, it's pretty far. This is several hundred miles that you'd be traveling. So you could go straight. You could take the long route and hit water supplies. That's going to kind of be up to you.
Could we get a copy of this map?
Oh, this is for you. Is it you?
Nice.
Perfect. Okay.
And Mr. Sill, going here this area to the Whispering Desert, are there any specific dangers that we should know of that are not common knowledge? Like, of course, heat will be an issue, right? Water, but is there anything that we should really be careful of? Are there possibly giant scorpions?
I'm sure there are. Like I said, I don't really travel the desert all that much. I consider myself fairly knowledgeable, but unfortunately, this isn't something I have a bunch of information for you. I'm sure there's dangers in the desert.
And you've been there before?
Yeah, I have.
And as you were flying there, you wouldn't happen to notice giant serpents, giant anything?
Not really. Like I said, my typical way of travel is a little bit different than yours. And
I see.
I haven't really been along the ground in the desert a whole lot.
Also, I'd be afraid to see what he would consider giant.
True.
Tango, Parsnip, is there anything y'all need to do today?
Nothing I can think of.
Simon.
Yeah, I've been calling him Silas. Whoops. It's Sil.
And Sil, I imagine a place like this it would be frequented by so many people, scholars, kings. What is there a reason why not a lot of people go there? At least, yeah. Well, it's not like a major tourist destination, and I wanted to ask why.
Well, for one, it's a desert. It's going to be hot and icky and probably kind of dangerous. Two, the tower that the dragon is at the top of is very big. Not many will want to go up the tower. Let's put it that way.
I see. And do we need any like when we go up to the tower? Do we just present this coin you gave us and they'll let us in, or what?
No, what you'll do, you don't need to show your coin. You don't need to show your little medallion. That's fine. You'll just go there as yourself, as mortals, and you tell him you want to get some answers, and you give him money, a lot of money.
Oh, I don't know if we have enough.
Oh, don't. It'll be my money. I'll be paying for this. So see,
I see.
I need to make sure that I can trust you, which is part of the reason why I want to go through the ritual. Really make sure that you're behind this. Because yes, it will be a decent sum.
Of course. And my last question, Sale, will you be providing us with a ship to get to travel around the mountains? Or will you provide us money to pay someone?
I plan to provide you plenty of provisions, camels, a way back, and try to help you out however I can. Yes, of course.
Well, I know there is a river in between us and mountains. I do get a little bit worried around bodies of water. I was just wondering.
No, you should you'll be fine. You'll be able to go there on foot.
Okay, quick question, DM. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the map of Drillland, and
Uh-huh.
it looks like isn't it the forest, the one on the right side, the bottom right?
I'll look at the map with you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought we were at number 16 right now, or 14.
You guys are at number 2. You're in Torrington, all the way over here.
I am so sorry. Okay.
And your
I see.
destination would be here.
Thank you. I thought we were at a different place. Oops.
No problem.
Should we make preparations to go, everyone?
So feel free to make preparations, by the way. Today's a good day to do that, or tomorrow morning. Definitely rest up, come back. Like I said, I've got a little something for you. I can start working on my preparations. If you do want to go as early as tomorrow, you can. Take a couple of days if you feel that you need to do things here in town. But yeah, go on, go out. And again, come here anytime you feel the need. Oh, and when you make your preparations, the important thing is remember you're going to be going in the desert. You'll be going there for quite some time. And you're going to have to climb. Everyone's going to have to climb a lot.
You mean like climb stairs or climb mountains?
Like climb a very manageable, sheer vertical cliff. Very high.
Alright, cool.
Well, my friends, I think we should get ready, and we should probably go to the marketplace.
Yeah, we probably need to stock up on some of those healing potions, because I think I've only got one left.
Definitely, I used mine.
Maybe 2. Yeah. Oh, we could go see that lady.
Yes. Oh, and before we forget, everyone, we should tell everyone in our group where we're going to be stashing our healing potions. That way, if we need to heal someone that's injured and maybe they're not really conscious, maybe they can't help us, we know where it is in their person.
Simon just reaches into his bib because he's got like a front pocket on his overalls, and he's like, "This is where I keep mine," and he just pulls out one of them.
Well, maybe I can go ahead and buy some leather bags so that maybe everyone can put theirs on the right side hip over here, kind of, yeah, over here, and I guess Simon, maybe we know that you'll be placing yours in your front pocket.
Yeah, I got 2. Mine's already on my right hip in a little bag that clearly says potions.
Noticed that before. You know, I should stop and read every once in a while.
Nah, reading's not that fun.
I will be heading off to the market then.
All right. You guys can head off to the market. We'll just use a general map here for a backdrop.
I'd like to go to Evie's.
Sure. By the way, one thing I'll mention to you guys, I've gotten used to doing modules online, and so as a homebrew world where there isn't imagery for everything, I'm I've actually got a ton of stuff I've loaded for stuff, but at the same time, I'm probably going to end up doing a decent amount of theater of the mind too. So if I don't have an image or if I'm doing too many, bear with me. I'm trying to find a good balance. But sure, you guys you head on down, and the Market Villa has quite a few shops in it, and it's not all of the shops and so forth are in just this one area. However, the two magic item shops in town are fairly close to each other, and I believe the one you went to last time was Madame Evie's, if I'm not mistaken. Evie's Enchanted Curios. As you, Simon, you want to head back to her. So as you do, just as an FYI, you notice over to kind of across the street and a little ways prior, the Luminaria Emporium. And that kind of jogs memory in you that you heard Luminary sending services. So it's likely that that was the location from where you got the sending that gave you the information.
I would definitely share that with the group. We should probably check out this place too. If y'all are, is everyone like, are we all together still, or are we just kind of off doing our own side mode things?
See you guys.
I'd probably try and stick with Simon. He's Darren has found him to be a really entertaining little person, really fun, really trustworthy.
Good.
Not that no one else is. I mean, everyone else has been really nice to Darren. It's just he's been trying to spend time with different people, and it is now Simon's turn. If Simon would allow it, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, Tango would probably be following along, at least until we get to the market areas and check out a few shops with you. But there might be a specific shop I might try and find at some point and break off. But I think I'll be nearby.
Awesome. You know, I'd point out the. You said it was the Luminary Emporium.
That's correct.
We probably want to stop by there just because that's how Mr. Steele got in contact with me to tell me, where to meet him and all that stuff. They might have things like scrolls or something, which could always come in clutch, even for our more physical members. And I just look pointedly at both at Darren and Tango.
Of course,
actually,
we should take all precautions.
Yeah. How many potions? Actually, I'll ask. How many potions do each of us have? I know, Darren, you said that you've used up yours. Parsnip, Tango, do you still have any?
Yeah, I got 2 on me.
Alrighty.
As well.
Alrighty. So we probably just need to get some for Darren. And is it Darren or Darren?
It's Darren.
Darren, okay. We probably need to get some for you, and then maybe we can get like an extra or 2, just in case some of our other members need them.
That's a great idea.
Silas chimes in for a second. I've got 2, but I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple more while we're in town.
Awesome. Yeah, if y'all are okay with it, I'll go ahead and go into Evie's.
All right. You head into Evie's Enchanted Curios, and as I mentioned before, Evie's has a nice little shop. It's got this huge 8-foot wide giant cauldron that is like the focal point of her shop, sitting in the back of it. And she'll be kind of bent over looking into it, kind of on her tippy toes. It comes up to nearly her shoulders, looking in it and giving a little sniff to whatever's bubbling inside of it. She turns and looks to you all. Oh, hello, the little one is back. Come in. What can I do for you?
Hi, Miss Evie. We need to get some potions of healing. Do you have any readily available?
Oh, of course, of course. I always keep some stocked up. Let's see. Currently in my inventory, I've got. I have 5 of the ones that everybody buys, and I've got one of the bigger ones here.
Oh, I don't know that I need the bigger one just yet, but if you don't mind, can I get um how much are they again? I'm so sorry. You told us in the
She'll
first
charge you 55 gold for them.
Can I get 2 of those, please? And he's gonna actually give her a little bit extra for the potion of fire breathing because she gave him a bigger discount, and I just felt, pay it forward.
Your choice, if you wish to.
Yeah. All right, so 55 each would be 110, and then she gave me a discount of, I think, another 50, or was it 25? Shoot.
I don't remember the exact discount. You did talk her down some.
Yeah, I'll give her 25. So it'll be.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's most generous of you. I love a little adventurer.
I mean, you were just really nice to me when I first came in, so I really just wanted to pay it back.
Well, you're my new favorite.
Simon will blush just a little bit. And that's all I needed. So I'm gonna thank you so much, and he'll just kind of like take the potions, put them in his front pocket, and then he'll hand one to Darren and say, "Here you go, just in case." And then he'll take a step back.
Thank you. I will hopefully not need it. And Miss Evie, I don't know if I've met you before. And Darren will introduce himself. Say like the whole title, son of Duke Alron Agramir. And after he goes on for a little while, he will say, "Do you happen to have a potion of climbing?"
A potion of climbing? Oh, I don't think I have one in stock, but I could have one by tomorrow. That one's pretty easy to make.
Oh yes, and how much would it cost?
Well, let me consult my giant list here of prices. Well, I would typically charge about 600 gold for that. First time buyer, though, I would charge you 550.
Well, I really do appreciate it. I do not have the money with me, but thank you for being so willing to help us out.
Of course, anytime. You guys will see Silas go over and he'll grab the other 3 healing potions and pay the amount for them. Gotcha. Does anybody else want to do anything with Evie and her enchanted curios today?
Yeah, Tango's going to introduce himself. Hi.
Oh, another young man.
Yeah, my name's Tango. Baldoria. You might have heard of the Baldorias.
Yes, indeed.
I know this might not be like the most business forward way to approach somebody, but I'm pretty sure I have a cousin here who also runs a magic item shop. Do you know much about your rivals? Where I might be able to find them?
Oh, well, I know the biggest ones. The old fuddy-duddy over there. She pointed to the general direction of the Emporium that you passed by. But anybody else that's selling here is going to be the small potatoes.
Would you know which
Inside
one
check.
Baldoria runs? Yeah, I'll put 5 gold down on the counter as for your troubles. Just looking for information.
Oh, I appreciate that. With an insight check, what is it you're trying to do with an insight check?
Just see if that's like if she's just trying to bluster, or if like that is true. Like she is She only has one rival that she would consider. That's not a great insight.
That's fine. You kind of try to look her over as she's saying this, try to get a feel for how forthright she's being, and yeah, you don't really. It doesn't seem like she's hiding anything from you. Best you can tell is, in her opinion, she's got one person to compete with, and that's all she pays attention to.
There you go.
When you offer her the gold, she looks at, thank you so much, but I really don't have any other information for you. People come and go. They sell things all the time. I'm afraid I've worked with your family before. I've actually had things delivered from them quite a few times, but as far as a rival salesman, that I don't know.
But that's fair enough. We are kind of everywhere. I don't expect everybody to know all of them. Just thought maybe since you guys would be competitors, so you might know. But I guess since I'm here, we're heading to a desert. I think it's supposed to be hot. There's going to be sand. It's going to get everywhere. It's really annoying. Do you have anything you would take to a desert with you?
Well, if I was going to the desert, I'd probably have a whole slew of people with me. I'd have a leader. I'd be carried around in it all the time. I would certainly have my own little pool dragged along with me, or a decanter of endless water that would flow into it so I could splish around any time that I wanted to. Oh, but for the most part, I just wouldn't go to a desert. Oh, it's so hot and it's it'd be just murder on my skin.
You're not wrong. What's this about a decanter of endless water?
Oh, yes, it's a wonderful little thing. They're very hard to come by, though, especially the ones that do, like, the full shebang. But they just... the secret to those little things is there's a tiny little, basically, gateway into the plane of water, and you can pop it open for just a minute, and just water just comes gushing out. But, oh, yes, very, very hard to come by. They do sell the ones of... a decanter of nearly endless water. Those are much more common. I have those from time to time, but we are pretty close to a desert, so people tend to buy those quickly.
So you don't have any right now?
I'm afraid not. No. They come in, all the time. I make purchases, but I don't have one today.
Guess I'll have to go check out the Emporium.
You do that.
I will. Okay. What about I've heard about rings that might make the heat not so heaty.
Oh yes, rings of fire resist. Did you say? I keep the rings quite a bit in stock. Hold on. Let's see here, and she pulls one out. Now, this is a rare thing. Again, people look for this quite a bit. It's costly. She looks now over. Well, maybe you could dip into the family funds. 18.
18 gold?
No, no, dear. 18,000.
Well.
Note that Rings of Resistance price has gone up because the Rings of Resistance are no longer attunement required, so they cost more now.
Oh,
Wow.
That's a change. Jesus.
You could basically be the Mandarin and have a handful of rings.
Well, now I have a new goal, but I'd have to call home, ask about getting funds. It's a whole deal. So I think I'll pass for now. But thank you.
I mean, you can do what I'm doing. I'm just putting 10% of all my stuff that I get aside so I can come back and buy that wand of the War Mage she showed me.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about that. Do you invest it in a bank or something like that?
I mean, I just have a separate pouch that I put the money in, and I pretend it doesn't exist until I hit the amount that I want.
Well, you know what? That's a great
What's a
idea,
bank?
actually. Oh, it's a place where you put your money in there if you don't want any of your I don't know what you have in the Underdark, but if you have like a spider, you don't want it to like eat your gold, right? Well, the bank takes care of the money. And then you'll just go on like a like trying to explain interest and all of that.
You lost him as soon as you mentioned like a place to store money that isn't like, because I mean, isn't that just like, can't you do that in a safe in your house or like under the floorboard or something? Wait, if I put it in this place, I get interest? Mind blown.
Right.
So you do find so the items that were here the last time you guys were just here the previous day aren't there anymore, and there are new items that she kind of has a featured area where today's current items for sale are kind of presented, and they seem to change every couple of days. Just FYI. So, but certain rings, certain items will be there almost all the time, and she definitely seems like the place to go to for potions. She's just got racks of them.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Evie.
Thank you for your services.
What about a bag of holding?
Oh, everybody wants one of those. They just fly right off the shelf. I get them every single chance I possibly get. Nothing in today's, but if I should ever be able to get one, they're only 2,500 gold.
Hmm. Okay.
We could get that. We just need to save again. But it's good to have goals, right?
Ah, you're right there.
Good to have goals. It's better to have gold.
Well, yeah, sure.
DM, I would like to see if I can find a store in this place that would be able to sell mundane goods. Just don't really know where it would be.
Did you say goat? Like goat?
No, goods.
I thought he said goat.
Wait, we can't have a party goat?
Right? We need a party goat.
Meh. Yeah, there are the cities, of course, littered with shops here and there, but there's two shops kind of also in this centralized area that are a general store. Essentially, if you go there, you could purchase anything you wanted to. That's a common item out of the player's handbook. They do have a current market price. If you'd be paying 25% more than what you would outside of the town, but you can get just about anything you want to in a couple of them.
Okay.
For instance, let's see. There's somebody went there already. Somebody went to Barty's Baubles and Bits.
Yeah.
That's in town. And then there's Agnes's Assortment and Sundries would be the other one. They're the two large general stores that kind of carry everything that's in the player's handbook.
Yeah, Darren would be interested in going to one of those places. I don't know if you want to just RP everything. Do you want me to just take the gold out, or what would you like to do, DM?
That's up to you. If I know everyone has a different opinion as to like things like travel and shopping and that sort of thing. So by all means, if you just want to say, I'd like to purchase these items, and they're kind of mundane items, there's those common non-magical items. Anytime you guys want to, you can just look to see if those are available. And if they are, they'll either be book price or they'll have a percentage up or down. In Torrington, they're going to charge a 25% tax.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In that case, Darren would like to buy a climber's kit and a grappling hook. In total, that would be 33 gold with 75 silver.
All right, just call it an even 33.
Okay.
Wait, 75 silver is 7.5 gold. Do you mean
Oh,
7
sorry.
silver, 5 copper?
Yeah, that's right. 7 silver,
Yeah.
5 copper. Darren would just give them 1 extra coin. He always tries to give them a little bit extra.
That works. Are you guys still sticking together kind of as a group right now?
I am.
Yeah, I want to go to the Illuminary. Oh my God, Emporium. But I would think that's a good idea. Should we all buy climbing kits if we're going to be climbing a sheer cliff?
Should be a good idea. I unfortunately don't happen to have enough money to pay for everyone's, but I can try and pay for most people.
I got money. I can buy my own.
Yeah, same. I mean, I can get my own. How much was it again?
33. Yeah, 33. 33 for a grappling hook and a climber's kit.
Okay.
Apparently, a climber's kit does not have a grappling hook.
We'll say that Silas and Valar would do the same.
Darren will go ahead and buy one for Tango since it looks like he is going elsewhere.
I'm gonna stick with you until we're done at the Emporium. But I'm also gonna just choose not to buy one. Tango goes, I've got climbing equipment right here, and he flexes his right arm and he flexes his left arm.
Oh, that is very impressive. Baldoria, maybe the next time we get to camp out, maybe you can show me what your routine is, you know?
I could, yeah. Very, very basic army routine. Just get the blood flowing in the morning and
Oh, that's perfect.
keep your muscles
Yeah,
strong.
interesting. And Darren will tell you what his routine is every morning. He's, but yeah, I would love to just do some more exercise with you. Still, allow me to buy this for you, my friend. It's better to be safe than sorry.
If you insist, yeah, that's cool. I'll pay you back at some point. I want to make sure I've got some gold for a couple of items I do want to purchase. So
No need to pay me back, my friend.
that's not true. Baldaria will pay his debts.
As you wish.
Alrighty, are we ready to go to the Emporium?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
It's not a long walk to get to the Emporium, as you mentioned. Tango, go ahead. Do me a favor, Ed. Give me a perception check as you're heading that way. Okay. You happen to see them before they see you, but as you there's a couple little steps leading into this building, and walking out of it, you do see this 6.5 foot tall, well built, red-headed, pale-skinned gentleman wearing a kilt, stepping down with another gentleman behind him, wearing kind of leather armors, a little bit of a hood, bit of a black hair, a little bit of a short black beard. As they come walking down up here, and you recognize that this is the guy with the red hair is the one that you kind of ran up to in the inn when you first showed up, and just started talking to him. But you notice him coming down the stairs.
So it's the same guy who I already asked if he was a Baldori and wasn't a Baldori?
Correct. Do you continue walking towards it? Do you try to prevent yourself from being seen by him? Do you wave to him? Anything? Do you have any interaction whatsoever? Or you just kind of keep on heading the direction you're going?
I'd probably give him a friendly wave. I mean, I didn't feel like we had too awkward of a conversation. Give him a little, maybe, nod of recognition. But if it's somebody I recognize as not one of my family members, I wouldn't go running over to them or anything.
So you look in his direction, you give him a nod, and he kind of has this. You can't tell if it's inquisitive or annoyed, but he has kind of tilts his head and gives you this look, and he turns to the guy behind him and kind of says something, kind of whispers something and points over in your direction. He shakes his head for a moment, and then he does that kind of thing where he takes two fingers and points them towards his eyes and then points them towards you. Doesn't seem real happy, and he's kind of walks off in a direction different, or like in the same direction you guys are going, essentially away from the group.
Huh. Well, that was weird.
As you guys approach, again, Luminary Emporium has a sign over the top of it. The sign has it's illuminated a bit. And obviously, it's been enchanted in some small way, and you can see painted on it are little like cosmic swirls and so forth. And as you go inside, the place is dimly lit. It's illuminated by these like soft purple colored rocks kind of around the place. There's a door over on your left-hand side, a counter in the back with a large curtain behind it. And kind of standing there attending to things, you see a tall elven male with a very pale purple skin, long white silver hair. They have very, very thin, almost fey-like antlers, similar to parsnip, that extend up from their head, and have on this long blue robe with kind of the starry pattern on it. And when you walk in, he kind of turns in your direction, looks at you all, slightly closes his eyes as he half bows his head towards you all, and continues to start minding his shop. As you guys begin looking around, he speaks up softly. Should anyone need anything, please let me know.
I have a question. I got a message from you on behalf of our patron. How much does that typically run?
Oh, those services are 150 gold. Should you need me to reach out to anyone, that includes conveying the reply to you if anyone is able to reply.
Oh, okay. So it's 150 for everything, not 150 extra for the reply.
That is correct.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. What kind of I can't think of words. I literally had something in my head. I just blanked, y'all. I'm so sorry. What kind of magical items do you primarily focus on or sell here?
Well, magical items are a rare commodity. They come and they go quickly, especially in a town such as this, where there are a large number of adventurers, as they call themselves, that come through. And people tend to just buy up whatever they can get. So things come in and things go out very quickly. I don't really pay favoritisms to those things that an adventurer might be able to find. But I do tend to have almost any type of spell scroll you could possibly want to have. I make them myself. I have inspelled weapons as well that I make. So I guess if anything, those would be my specialty.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to have a spell scroll of spider climbing?
Absolutely.
And what would that run me if I were to pick one up?
See, that's a second level.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, it's second level.
A spell scroll of spider climb. Yes, that would be 270 gold.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll look at Tango and say, that might be a more feasible option instead of getting the potion of climbing. Or wait, no, it was Darren who asked for that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm just realizing that it would be a better use of our money. Fortunately, I don't believe we can afford it right now.
He opens up this door for you on the left-hand side. By all means, feel free to peruse. And you see that room is just filled on one side with spell scrolls. On the other side, it's got basically wizard supplies, where they have their specialty paper and so forth, and spell books, but tons of scrolls in here.
Is there also, would he carry stuff for like reagents? Like, can I pick up a 100 gold pearl here?
Oh, yes, I have several of those in the stock.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to look around and then I'm definitely going to come back and get one of those. I just want to see what else you got.
Certainly.
How much do your enchanted weapons normally run?
Oh, well, that greatly depends on what is enchanted into it.
Oh, that's fair.
And the term is enspelled, not just
Oh.
enchanted. Enspelled weapons are those that would have a spell within them.
Thank you for the clarification. Do you have something that would help improve my spellcasting? I know that's pretty general.
He looks you up and down a little bit, and he's like, I don't think our books would help you. Do you by any chance find yourself bound to a creature for your powers?
Oh no, mine come from my blood, like my family and stuff. I do study, but I don't study for my like I study how to use my magic. I don't study to gain my magic. Does that make sense?
The sorcerer. Understood. I don't think I have anything currently for you.
Okay, no worries. I appreciate you. Well, checking. And I'll hold off and see what else anyone else wants to do before I purchase my stuff.
You do see he's got a couple of wands over to the side, but if you're looking again for the wand of the War Mage again, you don't see that, but you do see a couple of other wands sitting out. They've got a little gold price tags, very very elegantly put on it, a very fine twine. The price tags, they don't seem like just cheap parchment. They're of decent quality, and you just see one of them says 1620 gold, and the other one is listed as 9,300 gold.
Okay. I was mostly trying to like compare prices and stuff since Evie was saying that like this is her business rival. But I appreciate that. I'll go look over at the wands, like I'm just showing interest, but mostly I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to kind of do what they want to do.
Understood.
During is done. He can't really afford anything here.
Do you actually have, I'm sorry, I lied. Do you have a scroll of like create water?
Let me double check to see if he has that one or not.
It might be helpful if we're going to the desert. You can drink magically created water, right?
He would not have that. No, I'm afraid that is outside of my repertoire.
That's fair. It's typically a more of a divine act, I think. But I appreciate it.
All right. So, Simon, Darren, I think Parsnip, you guys are kind of looking around the shop. Again, basically this guy has access to. He can provide you any wizard scroll up to 6th level, or excuse me, 5th level.
Cool. Okay, that's awesome to know.
Tango, you were interested in. Were you going to go in, or were you just going to stop and go on a search?
I went in with the group, and once I heard how much it was for a scroll, it was like that's too much for a single piece of paper to read some words. That's crazy. So he stepped outside to just kind of people watch, keep an eye on things.
All right.
I'll go ahead and buy my pearl.
For spell components, he doesn't have a tax on that. It's the actual price of the spell component.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's literally just a flat 100.
Yeah, for spell components, yeah, it'll just be a flat price.
Okay.
The reason being for that is the 100 gold pearl might be a really, really nice one that's small, or a kind of a crappy one that's really big. It's the whole point is to have the gold value spent as kind of that gatekeeper to the spell. So yeah, there's no upcharge for those.
Simon's going to look for like a middle of the road pearl, not one that's too big, not one that's too small. And he'll just pick it out, pay him, and thank him. Thank you so much, sir.
Of course. May it serve you well.
I've got 22 gold left. I'm done.
Parsnip, Darren, anything else you guys would like to do in the little shop here?
Nah, I'm good.
Nope.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Come back anytime. You guys head out of the Luminary Emporium and back out onto the city streets.
Oh, Tango, we should have asked if you knew where your family.
No, that's okay. I'll find him eventually. I think I got a cousin and a distant uncle that runs a black shop here somewhere. So we'll find him. That's okay.
If they run a black shop, like a blacksmith shop, would it be over near where we were at the quarry? Not to like assume and stereotype, but that's where a lot of dwarves were, right? Like the iron yards?
Could be. I have no idea.
I mean, I'm just guessing. And hopefully not being rude with my assumptions.
No, not at all. Whatever makes sense.
Darren, do you want to go buy the boards so we can see if there's anything that we can complete?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's just go and see.
All of the gates have a board nearby them. All similar. You can go to whatever the nearest one is. For where you currently are, Sapphire Gate, you exited from there on your way out of town. You know that there's one of the education boards. And you head over and you look at it. And again, it's just just think of that classic board with a glass in front of it. And it's kind of translucent. And there are several items up on the board that you just can't read. And there is one that sticks out that is visible to you that you probably couldn't read it previously if it was up. And You see a little notice by somebody named Prell. And Prell simply says, um, looking for adventurers to run security in my warehouse overnight, finding dead things every morning. Please come. Hold on. I have the name of the street. I don't have the name of the street. Please come to my warehouse just west of the Gray Pond, and there you go. Sorry. Please come to my warehouse just west of Gray Pond. Find out what's doing these killings in my warehouse. Thanks. I guess. See you soon. Question mark.
What is he? What does it see he's finding dead in his warehouse every morning?
Creatures. Creatures are just dead in his warehouse.
That's not ominous. I mean, sounds like he's got some kind of pest control. Why is he upset?
He didn't specify either. What if it's humans?
Well, he said creature. Well, I guess technically we're all kind of creatures. But when I think of creatures, I think of like rats, mice, kind of general pests.
Well, what do you all think? Could be a good way to spend some of the night.
I wouldn't mind hitting something.
Sure. Sounds like fun.
I'm down.
Let's do it
And
then.
maybe we can recoup some of our expenses that we just.
Right? I definitely blew off a lot of my coin there.
Yeah, so we'll take it, I guess.
So similar to what you've done before, you can go. You can kind of reach up. Your hand passes through this glass. You take the piece of it's parchment. It's just like cheap parchment that's been put up there. And you pull it off, and as you do, you have a copy of it in your hand, and you see the copy remains. You're each able to kind of take this notice from Prell. That's all it's really given. So it's asking you to go to Prell's warehouse west of the Gray Pond. It doesn't tell you what a reward would be. It just really like you guys kind of caught. It's just got the information that creatures are dead every morning in the warehouse, and they want someone to do overnight security.
We've got some things we're going to have to ask this guy.
Is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime, or you just want to just beeline straight towards the area? And again, it doesn't tell you the exact place to go. It's just general.
Maybe
I'm done with what I need to do.
have a look out for any blacksmiths along the way.
As somebody kind of mentioned, you do catch that, or you do remember that over in the quarry, there was a lot of little smithing tents or like stalls that you saw along the way. You came at night, so they weren't all that manned at the time, but it's over in kind of the quarry, the iron yards, where you're really going to find, the smiths and the blacksmiths and so forth.
I'm not going to go too far out of the direction we're headed, but if I see anybody that might be selling armor, I would stop it.
Okay, gotcha. As far as armor is concerned, that's a good point. There wouldn't be a ton of armor in the shops that I mentioned above. You would be wanting to look for a blacksmith shop. So yeah, standard armor, you'd be able to find that at several of the blacksmiths in the quarry.
Keep that in mind for later.
Yeah, if you end up wanting to go there. So you guys begin walking through town, and you have a little map of the city, so you have an idea as to where where the Gray Pond is at the very least. And you start moving that way. You start taking one of the little bridges over it, and as you do, you can't help but notice this woman walking in the other direction, and you notice her more because she notices you. You see this older woman She's wearing fairly fine clothes, white hair. It would be kind of the equivalency of like wearing a suit. And as she walks, she kind of just looks at each one of you, and you kind of get the feeling she's kind of scanning you up and down. And it's almost like someone's memorizing your face. And she says to you, "Hello, newcomers, and welcome to our town." Uh, she smiles at you after she says that. She doesn't seem to make any indication that she's stopping to try to talk to you, but she again just the interaction's a little strange. It's not like what everyone else would do, where they just kind of look at you for a moment and keep on moving. She took the time to see you, recognize you as newcomers, and just continued walking.
This town sure is friendly.
Shortly thereafter, as you start rounding around the keep, you hear two big people bickering, yelling at each other, and calling each other all sorts of crazy names. They're obviously in some sort of, a drunken stupor. So not everybody.
Well, for the most part.
You begin kind of searching around. This is it's an okay part of town. The further you get away from the keep, the less nice it is. You see, as you kind of walk the streets, there are homes that seem to be under construction. You know that this town or the city, it did suffer, but it's taken years to kind of build back up the populace, and construction has been slow. It's building up a lot of steam though as time has gone on. So you see several houses that are still under construction, and you walk a little further, and eventually you do come to the gray pond, and it really is a gray pond, or more like a very large pond, basically a lake. But as you look out, you look at this water, and you'd think that it's like crystal clear water, except for the fact that it does have this strange kind of gray tint to it.
Why is it that color? That's kind of ominous, right?
That is weird. I wonder if the war had something to do with it. I mean, I'm certainly not going to go for a swim anytime soon.
Oh no, like we learned in the Underdark, if you couldn't see what was in the water with you, you should not go near the water.
But that's like all water.
Well, sure, but like, I guess what I was saying is like, if you couldn't see the bottom, you shouldn't go in it because you don't know what else is in there with you.
Well, you do see the bottom of this, at least out to about 10, 15 feet deep. It's, again, imagine just crystal clear water with a weird gray tint to it.
I don't trust it.
Other people are walking by. To them, to everybody else, it's just any other day. They don't seem to pay any attention to the fact that there's an oddly colored water here.
Maybe Sale knows. Is there can we see a warehouse nearby or something that would look like a warehouse?
Not immediately, unfortunately. However, you guys, you try to follow the general directions that are given to you as best you can. After you go a little more towards the west, further away from the housing area, further than you would expect when something is described as just west of this pond, you do start to see a slightly more industrial bit of an area. There are some towns. There's some work that's going on inside of them. You see what might be a tannery, and then eventually you start seeing some slightly larger but somewhat run down buildings that would indicate that you're in a an area that likely has warehouses.
Oh dear. There seems to be a lot of them.
You guys spend a little bit of time, and it takes a little while. It takes you guys about an hour of just kind of slowly walking around. When you do finally see uh, this kind of brick building, it looks pretty square from we were able to see it. Flat roof to it. It does have a little prells across the top of it.
Maybe this is our place?
It's got to be, right? It's got the same name.
We'll see. Simon will go up to the door, I think, and just kind of knock.
You head up to the door. It's a double door, and you kind of knock on it, but it's open. And as you do, there's a gentleman that comes walking towards you from within this warehouse. He kind of pops his head around this cart of supplies, which is right inside the door, and looks at you all. Uh, yeah, hello. This is a middle-aged man, probably late 30s, just wearing commoner's clothes, a gray tunic with a rope belt kind of wrapped around it. Has wrinkles on his face. Looks like he's been a worker his entire life. Uh, can I help you? Do you looking to rent some space?
No, we picked up this piece of paper from the board that was saying that y'all needed some help.
Oh, yes. I put that up. I put that up weeks ago. No one's paid any attention to that. So are you willing to take the job? Are you going to try to figure out what's happening?
I mean, I don't want to speak for my friends, but I do have some questions like what's the payment gonna be for completion? For one thing, and what kind of creatures are you finding dead?
Well, it's been everything. Well, let's see. Yesterday there was a dog. Unfortunately, made me really sad when we came into that. I had to clean that up before anybody could come in. Uh, there's definitely been rats. Rats are the most common thing. Sometimes there's just pools of blood in the middle of the ground. Luckily, we got a grate that just trickles into, but uh, it all sorts of animals, rodents, stuff that I wouldn't even expect to see here. There was a dead deer in here once.
Um, Follow-up question to that. What markings are on the corpses? Like, does it look like teeth marks? Does it look like claw marks? Is it all the above?
I mean, they're kind of torn up. I
Oh,
I don't
dear.
know.
Okay.
Have you noticed any footprints nearby?
Oh, not really. He kind of looks down. He taps his foot. It's not really enough dirt around here to check for footprints. It's not. I was never one to be a hunter or anything, so it's not like I can track.
Did he say what it would pay? Sorry.
Did he say what?
Did he say what it would pay?
He hasn't answered you yet.
I'd like to draw your attention back to my first question, sir. What's the reward for this?
Oh, yeah. So, well, I don't know how long it would take. So, I figured I'd pay you silver an hour. Stand guard. Typical security guard in a high stakes situation.
a silver each or together?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, come on. I know about that. Yeah. So if you come in tonight and you stay till the morning, that probably be about a gold per person per night. That's certainly a lot more than I pay other workers when they have them here.
I'm gonna leave this one up to the group.
Does this look like a really well built place, or does it look like he's struggling financially?
You kind of peer in, and you get the feeling that his clientele don't necessarily aren't probably paying a whole lot. He's got a fresh cart of supplies that have been brought in. It looks like he's probably going to unpack them somewhere, but you got things like a broken up old boat over in the corner. Stuff isn't all that well organized. I mean, the building is sound, but it's not like, if you had your choices and you had the money to spend, this wouldn't necessarily be your first choice.
Oh man, I feel bad. What if it? What if this shop is like his only way to survive, and he's barely making it through? Oh no.
Well, the thing that I'm worried about is mm, what's doing the killing, and will it move up to something more sizable, right?
You're right. Yeah. Well, yeah, my friends, what do you think we should do? Should we? I don't know. Should we just hopefully take care of whatever's going on and before it gets worse, or should we try and find another job? I don't know.
I mean, this was one of the only ones that we saw on the board. I'm up for doing it. I mean, Tango said he wanted to hit something.
I
Do
mean,
like hitting stuff.
yeah, I would love to help out as much as we can.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay
down.
with me.
Sure, we'll take the job.
Ah, well, that's quite a relief. Uh, yeah, like I said, just come back tonight at dark. That's when I'll be packing up and headed home for the day. Uh, Maybe about 8 o'clock, and then I'll see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wait, no, let's go. Let's go. I'll be here at 6 tomorrow. That you see him doing math in his head. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully, you'll see something tonight, right?
Yeah, we are possibly going to have to head out of town tomorrow, but I mean, that's fine. If we don't see something tonight, we can always come back when we finish.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That would be great. They'll just golden night. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, I gotta, I gotta get back to the books. So I'll see you in about half a day this evening. Yes.
Sounds
Yep.
good. We'll see you here.
See you then.
Okay. Six of it's gonna be so much money. He's whispering as he kind of goes back in and closes the double doors behind him.
Cool.
right. So, does anyone want to do anything before the night?
Go eat something.
Well, Parsnip, does anything in particular sound good to you today? There are plenty of restaurants in Torrington. Looking for a nice restaurant, just a quick bite to eat, a comfortable place to sit down for the day. What sounds good for you?
Just a quick bite to eat is fine with me.
Uh, you guys walk around for a bit, and you find people that are pushing carts that will have little sticks of meat on it, roasted something. They don't necessarily advertise what specific meat it is, but you get that right by the warehouse. If you continue past them and start heading more towards the more established areas, you'll see other carts where they have roasted chickens, roasted pheasants, and so forth available to eat. And then further in towards the city, or back into the eastern portion of the city, there is actually places where you can sit down and eat, like meat and meat and some of the inns and so forth. So along the way, you either grab something off of a cart, you find yourself a decent, quick little meal on one of the slightly nicer carts, or you can sit down and eat. It's up to you guys what you wish to do, but go ahead and grab yourself a bit of a meal.
Cool.
Time passes. Does anybody wish to do anything, or do you just want to kind of go back and investigate the warehouse that evening?
I got nothing. I'm good to investigate.
Several hours later, as night falls and the city is calmed down a good bit, you head back over towards Prowl and his warehouse. And he's closing it up for the night. He's closing the door behind him, and you guys approach. Oh, yeah. You're here. This is great. Okay. Well, good luck. I hope you find something.
Are you going to be able to let us in the where? Like, do you just want us to patrol the outside, or because like what's happening is you're finding the corpses inside, right?
Yes.
So are we going to be able to get inside, or do you not
Of
want us
course.
in there?
Of course. He pushes on the door a little bit. It squeaks. It's not locked.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was locked.
No. It's not locked. No. Uh, uh, good luck. Good luck to you guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks. And he turns and just slowly kind of walks away.
Damn, I think Darren's blind.
I don't believe someone turned off the lights. Can you see okay there?
I was muted. Yeah, I can see good.
Okay. And Tango is lighting a torch. Tango does not have night vision.
Oh
Tango
no!
is going to light.
I can't pet this cat. It's too far up.
Unfortunately, no. The kitty cat is up on a roof, giving itself a nice little late night bath.
This is
Right.
when I wish I took the telekinetic feat instead, so I could just pick the kitty cat up with telekinesis.
Right?
Missed
Or mage
opportunity.
hand.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Tango, were you able to? Do you see the light now coming from you?
I do, yeah. I
Okay,
really
so-
realized I picked a terrible species for recording videos.
Sorry.
It's all good.
So, just as you guys are opening the doors, you do hear this crack sound coming from inside the room, and it's just with passive perception, kind of peering around this cart that's blocking your view somewhat. You see as a barrel is kind of rocking back and forth a little ways in and to your left.
You said there's a barrel a little ways in and to our left?
Yeah, over here, kind of seems to be rocking around.
Okay. I'm gonna... Can I sneak up on it to take a look?
Oh yeah, you can
Maybe-
definitely sneak up on the barrel.
The way you said that makes me not want to do it. Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely do that. Nothing will go wrong.
Well, you could sneak up to the barrel as you kind of tiptoe.
Mhm.
Tiptoe. The barrel doesn't notice you.
Well, the barrel doesn't notice me, but I mean, it's fine. You said it's
Just give
these
you a
over
hard
here,
time.
right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I know.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's as if you're opening the door. Did cause something to occur a little bit.
This place is filthy, y'all. Like, what is he doing here?
Right? I don't know what he's storing.
DM, I rolled a 5 on stealth, so I'm just assuming like I'm trying to sneak, but like I'm clumping,
Oh,
or I'm like
sure.
stepping on every loud like piece of gravel or pebble or something.
Yeah, I just kind of imagine that you're trying to tiptoe. That's like really cute to watch. But you're in the middle of the room with absolutely nothing to hide behind. So it's just, there you are.
Yeah, that tracks. All right, I'll go up and see if I can't see what's making it move.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception or investigation.
You said investigation?
Investigation or perception. Either one works.
Okay. (17) perception?
So as you kind of you just kind of look around and you just glance, and you see what you believe to be some type of ball of fur kind of scurry out from the barrel, the opening that's in the barrel. But then you quickly recognize that it's not moving. That it was just kind of the last little bit of the barrel rocking back and forth as you see a carcass of a rat on the ground.
Can I look up?
Yeah, you look up. You
Is
see
there any...
a dusty roof.
Okay. There's a dead rat over here, y'all.
Another one.
And as you kind of look around, you see a couple more kind of sitting there out around on the ground.
Hmm. Can I burn a detect thoughts? It's probably a waste of the spell, but it would let me, within a 30-foot range, it'll let me sense presence of thoughts within 30 feet of myself that knows languages or are telepathic.
Let me pull up the spell just in case.
Here you go.
You can certainly spend it. Yeah, it's got some things that at least I knew it did in the 2014. So let me just make sure I know this one well enough.
Yeah. Like it'll be blocked by like a foot of stone or dirt or wood. So if like any of these barrels, obviously if the barrels are like a foot thick, right, I'm not gonna be able to peer
Okay.
inside, but that'd be a big ass barrel.
You, with your detect thoughts going on, I'm going to actually add an aura to you. You don't pick up any thoughts other than your party members that are close to you.
Okay. I'm going to make contact with Tango just because we both studied at the Spire, so I'm assuming that your character is familiar with telepathy. And I'm just gonna let you know that I don't hear anything in my head outside of y'all. And I hope it is also not a mimic.
Yeah, I'm a little used to you doing that, but it's still unsettling when I was just having
I'm
a thought
sorry.
and then you say it out loud. Or,
Well, I
don't
mean, it's
know.
just between. It's out loud in your head.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I guess let's keep having a look around. Maybe open some doors and search the whole building. Something just killed these rats, right?
That's a good point. Can I do a medicine check or something on the rats to see if I can tell what potentially killed? Like, if they're dead, like broken neck, or were they just eviscerated, things like that.
Yeah, sure. You can do that. It's very low DC.
Okay. Well, that's good because that's a
Yes.
low roll.
No, it's fine. They don't appear to have a huge amount of damage to it, but it's clear that something damaged them in such a way that it involved a lot of pressure and claws. They're not torn apart, and it's fairly recent. They're not real bloody at the moment.
But there is blood around them, right?
Yeah, there is. It seems that the barrels, by the way, that are the one that cracked open and rolling around, it did have some you might call it a wine in it, but whatever it is, it's like wine that's on the verge of being vinegar. It was cheap stuff that is trickling off into that little drain there.
Okay, so it probably stinks. I'll I can only do this so much more. Actually, I'll do the message cantrip, and I'll whisper to Parsnip, and then to Darren, both the same thing. But ultimately, it's like, it looks like maybe an animal killed these things, but I see 3 of them.
Should be careful. Team, I'm gonna try and open this door here.
Right, you do. You open the door, Simon. As soon as the door is opened up and you move down a little bit, something else is thinking in here.
I'm going to immediately my telepathic speech, which I think I can only do like 2 more times, to Darren, and just in his head, just you're gonna hear, hold up, something's in there. And I'm gonna just move closer and see if I can't get surface level thoughts.
DM, sorry, quick question. Before, like, would I be able to, I guess, I would like to see if I can like hold an action to cast a spell if we hear something like moving or like moving like footsteps closer to us or something like that, you know?
You can, if you want to do it as a readied action, just keep in mind that you will be concentrating on that spell, and if you don't cast it, it does get expended.
Okay, you got it.
It's your call. Just saying that's the penalty
Yeah.
for, unfortunately, readying an action or readying a spell. You have to start concentrating on it.
Okay. So then I'll hold my action until I count down from 6 to 0, so that the spell goes off anyway, whether I hear something or not. If you would allow it.
Sure. Yeah. You can cast a spell whenever you want to, or is there something that you want to have to like trigger this spell to go off?
No, not really. It'll be okay.
Okay. And were you counting out loud, or are you just
No, like in my head. Yeah, no. In my
Simon
head.
sitting here telling you like, "Hey, hold on," and in your head, like I'm hearing 6, 5.
Yeah,
in your
I guess you would be able to hear. Sorry, but you do you, Simon.
No, you're fine. Do I hear anything specific, or is it just
so? To read thoughts, you have to target one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself.
Oh shit. Okay. So I am going to try to sneak up and just take a peek in the door. This is not a good idea.
You just kind of get you just know that something is thinking in the room, but you also get a sense of a little bit of fear and anger. I'll give you that much as soon as you poke your head into the door, but you don't really just see anything with a quick glance.
Okay. I'll tell Darren mentally. It's I'm just getting some emotions. It's angry and it's a little afraid. But I can't think anything else. I don't know anything else. And I'm gonna move to the side to Tango and kind of whisper that information to him. There's something in that room over there, and it's not happy.
What room?
The room that we just opened.
Okay, got
Oh,
Show
there's two of
yourself.
them. Oh, shit.
Okay. Sorry. There you go. Tango, make a perception check as you go into the room. You don't see anything. There's not a lot to hide behind, but there are little papers. There's this table that's in the room. And as you go running in, you kind of hear coming from the other side of the table, you hear this low, "Get out."
No. You come out.
Okay. You know that they're there, so they don't get a surprise round. So we're going to roll initiative because they're going to spring out from behind the table here, as they were pretty well hidden.
Okay.
But they're going to move right up to attack you.
What was that about spells, DM?
6, 5, 4, 1.
All right. It was just divine favor.
Let me get the tracker up. Hold on.
Oh, that's a nice spell.
Let's see. Oh, there's Darren's. Oh, good roll for Darren.
Oh well, yeah, pretty good. Better than usual.
Did parsnip roll? There we go. All right, so Tango, you yell, "Get out!" And darting from behind this this table, they likely had to have been just crunched up all together like a curled up almost like a cat, but coming around you at full speed on all fours is this humanoid-shaped creature with fur covering their bodies, but the head of a wolf. All right, Tango, this obvious werewolf comes charging from around the edge of this table here, and it's beelining straight towards you, claws extended out. What do you wish to do? You got the jump on it.
Oh boy. I half expected a were creature, but not a full-on werewolf. This is cool. So Tango's fearless and is just going to charge forward and try and stab it with my trusty old spear.
All right, go for it.
I'm going to add a psionic strike into that.
Do you have to call that before you make the roll, or can you do it after you've done it?
I gotta look it up because I forget how this works. I play too many characters.
Yeah, you might be able to afterwards. I don't want you to waste it if you don't have to.
Yeah, I gotta check if it's like a bonus action and stuff too. Even.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so it's on each of your turns after you've hit the target.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about expending it. You can choose to do so afterwards. I just wanted to make sure you weren't wasting a resource.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me click that button then.
That does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll regular damage, and remember crits do max.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, so that. Wow. Okay, that would be plus an additional 8, so that's 23 damage.
Whoa.
Plus the other d6 is your psionic strikes.
Yeah.
So it's you basically use the wolves' own weight as they're charging towards you to just plunge your spear right into their shoulder as they're hunched down, sinking it in. It kind of yelps out with the 29 points of damage that you do to it.
Your days of eating rats are over, friend.
Snarls at you as you say that. Do you have anything else that you wish to do?
No, that's going to be it for now.
All right, Darren, you see Tango just race past you, call out to this thing. Commotion has started within. You hear him yelling, a yelp that occurs inside. What do you wish to do?
I'll go in and Darren will say, Baldoria, wait! Because he rushed in. Yep, Darren would go in here. And would I know much about like werewolves? Like, have I heard it before? Or would it take an action to figure that out?
I mean, there might be something you might know off the top of your head about werewolves. You can go ahead and just give what would be appropriate thing, either knowledge arcana or knowledge religion.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
With a 21, you have a pretty good understanding of what werewolves are. That they are some kind of a transformed humanoid creature.
Okay.
Typically affected it. Yeah, with a 21, yeah, you know about werewolves. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so coming into the room, Darren remembering the books he would have read at his palace, or not really palace, but keep, he would say, Tango, be careful! It's probably cursed! And that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. And I would like to hit this werewolf and do all of this non-lethally, if you would allow it, DM.
Yeah, you can do non-lethal whenever you want to.
All right. Come on. Please hit. Please hit. No! Oh, that's terrible damage, too. All right.
Yeah, it's
He's
just
like
open up that
trying...
table.
He's like trying to not hit while he's like kind of on top of the table, trying to not hit it too hard, and he just like pokes it.
Yeah, you swing your shield after kind of jumping over the table. It's a little bit crowded in there, and it just kind of deflects off of it, unfortunately.
Right, well, it looks like that's gonna be my turn. And my armor class does go down because I'm holding it in two hands now.
Okay. The wolf looks at both of you. Kind of taking its head back and forth, and okay. Since Tango's the one that hurt it the most, it's going to start with him and attempt to bite on you. He's going to reach up and try to bite into your neck. Ooh, that's a 25.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
He rolled well too. You take 13 points of damage from his bite. If you would please also, can you please give me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy.
Okay.
God, no.
Okay.
oh no!
I know.
As you bite into it, or as this creature bites into you, you just feel this heat that's just slightly more than what you would expect from just being pierced on your shoulder, right where it meets the neck. There, it's like a warmth that's seeping into the rest of your body. As you're experiencing that, the one claw is going to come down and attempt to attack you from the left. It will just scrape off of your armor. At that, the right hand goes up and it attempts to attack Darren, and it's able to connect and find a gap in your armor
I'm gonna
as it hits AC 20.
A reaction. My interception. He attacks a creature within 5 feet of me. I'll roll a d10 and hopefully plus my proficiency. Try and reduce that.
Ooh.
Okay, got it.
Proficiency is 2.
As long as you roll a 2 on the d10, we'll be good. Yeah.
Okay. The claws swing around into you, but Tango's able to just deflect part of that paw, that clawed hand. So it just scrapes you ever so slightly. Once he deflects it, you still take 2 points of damage.
Okay. Thank you, Boldoria.
It kind of gets down low on all four and looks up towards you two, and you can just hear it go, "Get out!" That ends its turn. Over to Parsnip.
I will try to hit it with a spell.
Okay. Tango, just one thing too. When you did that attack that hit it very, very well, you do notice that some of the damage doesn't quite do 100%.
Right. I should point out real quick too that it would have had sap on that first attack, so it should have had disadvantage on it.
Okay. So its first attack would have had disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. I will roll one more for that first attack real quick. Good reminder. It would have hit AC 19 then.
That still would hit.
Okay. Parsnip, you go up, fling your wisp at it. Unfortunately, with all the commotion going on, it just kind of sails past everyone's shoulders.
Yeah, it figures. That's me.
All right, Simon. You got a lot of thoughts going on now in that room.
Oh boy. I'm gonna step in. That's the wall. There we go. It's like I can't get through. Oh, there's a wall there. I'm gonna activate as a bonus action my font of magic to increase. Words are hard, y'all. To increase my. That's a lot. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, is that the wrong thing? Y'all, I think I got a new thing and I didn't realize it. I meant to say my innate sorcery. Whoops. So I'm doing innate sorcery to increase my attacks and things like that. And then I'm going to. I thought it sounded familiar.
Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Mind Spike on it. So I will need a Wisdom save of 14, sir.
Wisdom save of 14. Here we go. It rocks the wisdom saves. I'll make sure it doesn't have any special abilities on its saves. It does not. You got a 16. What was it looking for?
Okay. 14. So he passed, but I'll still be able to he'll take half damage. So it doesn't give me the ability to roll the dice, so give me 2 seconds to roll 2d6. I'm sorry, 3d8, and then you take half of it. Yeah, 3d8. So half of 15, so I guess that's 7.
Nice roll.
So yeah, y'all just see black bolts just kind of fly from Simon's head and just go right into the werewolf's head. Have some of your thoughts right back at you, sir.
It stares at you as you try to hit it, and it just shakes its head a little bit, but its eyes just look like little balls of hate beaming towards you, and you look like a chew toy to it.
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers. I mean, yeah, we got a paladin, and we got 2 psychics.
There you go.
And we've got another gnome throwing, I guess. What color are your wisps, Parsnip? Like, what do we see?
He might have a cat on his mic again. Let's go over to Tango.
Sorry.
Tango, you've got something coursing through your blood right now that feels very uncomfortable. What do you wish to do?
I gotta keep attacking this thing. How do you handle swapping weapons?
You can. I'm not real concerned with most things. Like if you have a spear in your hand and you like take the spear and stab it into something over the side, so that you can grab it easily and then draw. You can always draw a weapon as part of an action and drop another one.
Okay,
to kind of interact with them.
I can drop my spear, pull up my greatsword.
Yep, that's fine.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna use this new feature that I got from level 4, Heavy Weapon Mastery, to try and swing at him with my greatsword.
That hits.
Nice.
With another psionic strike on there, of course.
Okay.
16.
The psionic strike is 5, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I will action surge.
Yeah.
And hit him again, because I don't like this stuff coursing through my blood, so I need to finish this quick and get to a church or something.
Into nunnery.
Oh no.
Fortunately, the second swing, you're starting to feel it a little bit, and it glances off of them.
Okay. He'll still take 3, I guess 1 reduced damage from graze.
Oh, Grace. Okay, cool. Yes.
And then I think I have a bonus action, so I will... Actually, I'll save my bonus action for now. Oops, I did not mean to do that.
You have. Do you have Great Weapon Master?
Yes, I just got it at level 4.
Okay. If you crit, don't you get an extra attack with it?
But I didn't crit with Greatsword.
I don't think you have to. Hold on, let's double check on that one. Yeah. So the heavy weapon mastery property is when you hit a creature with a weapon that has a heavy property, you cause the weapon to deal extra damage. However, the hue portion of it does not limit you to your heavy weapon mastery. So you would have had a bonus action with your spear to do an extra attack if you wanted to.
Well, that's good to know for the future. That turn's long gone.
Okay. Just, like I said, I'm still learning the 24 rules. I just want to make sure everybody gets what they're supposed to get.
I appreciate it.
All right. Darren, you see Tango pulls out his great sword, is able to hit but misses with the second strike. The creature's right there in front of you. It's looking to bite, claw into both of you again. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, Darren will again raise his shield up and try and smash this thing over the head.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah.
You do better with your strike. Unfortunately, it seems to deflect off of the thick fur and glance off of it ever so slightly.
Oh no. Okay. Um, so it looks like it didn't take any damage at all. Looks like.
Not from your shield. No, you essentially missed. His AC in werewolf form is 13.
Oh, that is the damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. The damage roll automatically. I just looked at the bottom number. I saw 12. So I'm like, you missed.
Oh no, you're good. I got so scared. Like, wait a minute.
Okay.
21 doesn't hit.
We should not be doing this fight.
Right, we should run.
I'm so sorry. My apologies. Yes, you do connect. Your shield slams into him. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would expect it to do, but you do successfully strike him.
Okay. It is radiant damage. If that changes anything.
Is the entire thing radiant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then yes. When you hit him, you feel that radiant energy flow into it, and it takes full damage.
Yeah, it is my packed weapon now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. It deals an additional 1d4 damage for divine favor. And I will use my bonus action to smite it. I'll do it at second level. Oh, what? That's only one. Weird. Okay, DM, sorry. I don't have the Necrotic Shroud turned on, so I don't know why it's giving you +2 to damage. It should be just 15.
Just 15? Okay.
Okay. And I do have... I do have the ability of Topple as well.
Okay. Because it's like you're wielding a maul, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You got it.
Hit a creature weapon. You can force creature to con save 8 plus the modifier. So is it a 12?
Yeah, 12.
Okay. It doesn't matter. He rolls a 6. So you do in fact topple him down to the ground.
Okay. All right, sounds good. That's going to be my turn.
Okay, that does change things ever so slightly for it. So the creature gets knocked down to the ground after you just thrust tons of holy energy into this creature. It begins to right itself slightly, and you see it take its back legs, which have long claws on them, and they sink somewhat into the walls, the side of the wall there, and it basically pulls itself up so that it's upside down, with its feet clinging to the walls above. It moves over
Absolutely
a
not.
little bit. Sorry.
Oh no.
Nope.
It shifts its position kind of along the wall this way. That can't move a whole lot more than that. So it stays here, and it's looks between you and Tango, and you're both kind of a threat to it. It's going to attempt to bite Darren, claw him, and at the same time, the right hand's clawing down on Tango.
Oh no.
I'll use my interception on that bite attack.
Okay, bite. It's a 15, which I think misses anyways.
Let me double check, but I think that might. Nope, it just barely misses. Yeah.
And then it falls up with a claw. We'll assume that you go ahead and use your reaction against the claw attack, because that hits AC 24.
Oof.
So after Tango again masterfully takes his spear, kind of puts it between, or takes his sword and puts it between the creature's claws and your side of your neck, you take 6 points of damage as the claws kind of rake around the sword and are able to get in and nick your neck somewhat. The second claw attack comes down on Tango. He just seems to have significant fury and hatred in his eyes for both of you, and it just scrapes off of Tango's armor, missing with a 10. And that is the end of its turn. Parsnip, you now have this seemingly very, very wounded but agile wolf creature dangling from the roof.
I'll try and shoot him again.
You connect with your starry wisp. Simon was asking before, what does your starry wisp look like? What's Parsnip's individual magic effect?
Oh, it's looks like a little bug that flies out of my hand and hits whatever I'm aiming at. Well, whenever I actually hit what I'm aiming at. But it looks like a
Cool.
little bug.
All right, nice. So you fling, and you have a
2 whole
go
points
ahead.
of radiant damage.
And it does in fact. What's the extra? What's the other D4
Actually,
for?
it's 1 point of radiant damage, and the other is. Let's see, it's a dreadful. I think it's psychic. 1 radiant, 1 psychic.
Okay, you do. The little firefly shoots off and boop, against its chest, and it causes it to wince ever so slightly. Anything else for Parsnip?
That's it.
All right, Simon, back over to you.
After watching that horrific sight of him just scuttling on the wall, I've got a better range. I'm going to use my last second level spell, and I'm just going to use Scorching Ray.
All right.
That's 3 attacks. So hold on. Cast.
Those 3 will hit.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Right, 6, 2, and 7. So y'all just see like this blackish fire, and it just 3 bolts just fire from his head, and like Simon's like pointing towards the werewolf, and they just kind of arc that way.
Yeah, your dark fire, each one colliding with him, it scorches the back of its hairy chest, and it clearly recoils in pain from the fire hitting it. Anything else for Simon?
Actually, give me 1 second. I can't do a spell, but I did use. I just want to check and make sure that innate sorcery. No, okay, it just does to hit. Simon's gonna step outside the door because Simon is squishy, and that thing looks dangerous. So I still have line of sight on him, but like, I'm just putting some space.
Okay, sounds good. Top of this initiative order. You see, Simon, you're the only one that really notices this with all the melee going on. But you kind of glance over your shoulder or notice as you are just exiting the room, Prell seems to have run back in. A huge amount of commotion has gone on. He was less than a minute of walking away, so he was able to hear it and sprint back. And he comes in, what's going on?
Can I use a quick bonus action to say, werewolf, get outside?
All right. He looks at you with the deer caught in headlights. Tango, you're up.
All right, buddy, you need to get off that ceiling. And I'm going to use a psionic thrust to swing my greatsword up and at him.
What? 20 will hit. That's a lot of damage. Let's see here. That's... yeah. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Just staring up at him from below. I think I'll put a foot up onto the table and just kind of focus my psionic energy into my blade as I thrust myself up towards the ceiling. It just kind of pierces through him, and then my great sword is stuck in the ceiling for a moment as I hang on to it before eventually it pulls out and we all drop to the ground.
As you said, with just a thud, you, the sword, the wolf, all thump onto the table. It then rolls over onto the ground, seemingly no longer breathing. You notice the fur on the body is slowly starting to retract. The long, elongated arms are coming back in a little bit, and the form of this wolf creature slowly begins to change into that of what appears to be just a human male.
Well, there's that problem solved.
You see on the ground cut, blood's covering their body somewhat, torn pants ever so slightly. You see someone probably a male, low 20s, 22, 24, somewhere around there. Dark hair, very, very dirty. Feet covered in dirt. Just lying there.
Still in initiative?
Sure, yeah. Is there something you'd want to do?
Kind of. Oh well, no, it's okay. Just like Darren would like get on his knees and try. Probably not gonna work, but he's gonna try and use his healing hands on this guy.
Okay, so you want to you if there's any life left in it, you want it to stop. You want it to you want to prevent him from just expiring.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I typically don't ever have a problem if you want to try to stop somebody from dying like right afterwards, that run afterwards. Sure, that's never a problem. It just happened. Same thing as with a player. They're essentially bleeding out. But I say that because like monsters typically when they drop to 0 hit points, it's kind of the end of it. But they do have a bleed out period as far as I'm concerned. So you could certainly stop his bleeding and
Okay.
get him back to 1
Yeah.
hit point if that's what you're aiming to do.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it can't work. But I mean, sure, if you allow it, then yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd allow that. So you lean down, you heal him. Now, do you have two options? You can heal, or you can just stabilize if you want to do that as well. If you want to do a medicine check instead, but
yeah,
healing
like
them
stabilizing.
returns them to consciousness. Keep that in mind.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, in that case, it would just be stabilizing.
Okay, so go ahead and make a medicine check, DC 10.
I don't really want to mess it up, so I'm gonna use my healer's kit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Take out and use your healer's kit. I think you automatically succeed on it.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yep, without needing to make a medicine check. So yeah.
Okay. You use one use of your medicine kit, and you quickly stabilize and staunch the bleeding. The young man lies unconscious on the ground.
I guess seeing this from the doorway, I tell the manager, wait, I think we got it under control. You might know this gentleman.
You got things under control?
I believe so.
What is it?
I told you, it's a werewolf.
Doria stabbed it good.
Looks at you a little confused. He doesn't seem to know what you mean when you say werewolf.
Oh, it's a person that actually I don't know if I would know much about that. So,
Make a religion check. It's a very low DC. He just didn't make it.
It's a 9.
It's fine. Yeah, you have at least a sense of what a werewolf is at the base level.
Yeah, it's a person that actually I don't know about once a month thing. It's a person that turns into like a wolf-man hybrid thing, and that was what was killing those creatures and leaving them here. By the way, there's some dead rats over there. We did not get a chance to clean them up yet. There's only 3 of them though. And some of your wine got damaged, apparently.
He says, okay, I'd like to see. He makes his way and maneuvers past you all, goes into the room, and as soon as he kind of crosses into the room and looks down, he quickly just runs past you all, goes over to the person laying on the ground. Hector, is that you? It's my son. He's been missing. He's been missing for years. What is this? He just sits there. Hector, what's wrong with him?
He was a werewolf. I told you, sir.
He's dead. You killed him.
Well,
No. He's still alive. Look, he's breathing.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand what why is this happening to where's it tell me what's going on.
these questions will have to wait for him to recover and wake up, because we can't tell you anything else.
DM, with the role that I used before, unless you want me to make a new one, is there a possibility that I would kind of know that this might be like a curse, like, or that it could maybe be like transmitted, or do I not know that and just know that it's a person that turns into a wolf?
I think you rolled like a 20 or 21 or something. You basically you could open up the monster's manual and just be like, "Yep, there it is."
Okay, so Darren will just put his hand on this older guy, and he'll say, "Your son was possibly bitten by another werewolf." And oh no! As soon as Tango comes into the room, he's gonna give Tango like a side eye. No, I don't know if like you guys would be able to see through like the helmet, but or the faceplate, but he's quite worried about Tango now.
Yeah, tell me more about that, Darren. What happens when you get bit?
You run the risk of turning into one of those things.
I see.
Is there like a cure?
I, as a player, don't really know. I don't know if Darren would know either. DM?
I'm sorry, I was double checking something. Oh, what was the question?
No, you're all good. We're just wondering if there is a cure or like a rumor of a cure. I'm just saying, like, I as a player don't really know. I don't know if Darren would or not.
So, a couple of things. You do recognize that it was a curse, what you rolled. It's almost certainly transmitted by some other werewolf. You also recognize that this wasn't just a werewolf. He was something a little more than your average werewolf. He was stronger, faster, able to climb on the ceiling like he was. It was a little unusual for just a run-of-the-mill werewolf, so to speak. As far as the curse is concerned, you're confident that there's the divine healing magic would be able to take care of it, but you also recognize that if Tango is able to basically stay conscious through the night, he should be okay. It should leave his system by morning.
And Baldoria, if you're able to stay as a person throughout the night, you should be okay.
How would I not stay as a person through the night? I've stayed a person through the night every night.
Right, but you've seen what happened to this boy. If your limbs begin to elongate, if you begin to grow hair all over, it's not good.
No, I hate shame.
We just need to keep you. We can just keep you in control, right?
I don't want to end up in a warehouse eating rats and drinking bad wine.
I mean, we can just keep you entertained tonight. I don't know what that means or what that entails. we could go to that that bar that we all met at and just kind of chill and do stuff and eat bread and pet the cow. I don't know what there is to do to this town.
Well, would it be safer to not be around others in case things do go bad?
Actually, I think it may be better if you are around us. better being around us than being
Around
set
you
loose on the
guys.
city.
Yeah, around my friends, but not around innocent bystanders.
We
For
could
now.
probably go back to Sill's place and, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
resources potentially,
Oh, that's a
very
good
large
idea.
resources that might be able to help us keep you under control.
Yeah, if I turned, he could just eat me.
Well, nope, we're not going to say that. Think positive.
Oh, right. Yeah, I just don't want to
Um,
hurt other people, so.
but so Darren, you're saying that this is a curse. So this gentleman that you stabilized, he's still affected.
Right, he is. Speaking of, I think you should probably put him uh, in in chains, or maybe tie him up, and you should take him to a church nearby. They should be able to help you.
Okay. Oh, he's so thin now. His, I hate to tie him up, but uh, I can take him. I can take him to the Temple of Antiquity. They'll help.
Yes, of course. And
Just please be
DM,
careful.
I will give him 10 gold to try and cover the cost of however much it would take for like the temple to take him in. Or let me know if it's more.
Thank you. I I don't know. I have no. I was supposed to pay you. Uh, I'll take him to see Miss Alara. She'll know what to do. Uh, th- thank you all. Maybe you could help me get him onto the cart. Just quick. I can start taking him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Better now. Better now than later.
With your help, he tries to pick up some. The cart's been cleared off by the door at this point. I'm able to lay him on it, and he just kind of stands in it and starts pulling it behind him. Thank you. I'll find you soon. I'll make sure I pay you. I promise. I'll give you back your money too. Thank you. And he starts wheeling out his son out of the warehouse, and you see him start heading down a road to the west.
We can use the coin to reach out to Syl at any time, right?
Yeah, you can talk to him.
I'd like to use the no cost function just to send him a quick message. Hey, Mr. Seal, we ran into a werewolf thing tonight, and we took care of it. I'm telling you because I don't know if you're able to help them out any, but it's the son of a guy who owns a warehouse. What's his name? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
Okay, it's okay if you don't know his name. Oh, okay.
His name is Prail. His son Hector was the werewolf. He also, sorry, Tango. He also bit Tango, so we're gonna bring him by to keep him awake and stuff. Just giving you a heads up if that's okay.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I might be asleep when you come in. That's fine. Just uh, make sure you don't hit Tango over the head and put him unconscious or anything like that. I'm sure he'll be fine in the morning.
So he just needs to stay awake, right? Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, yep. Yep. Stay safe. Don't get eaten. Get important work to do.
And DM, as we picked up Hector and put him in the cart, were we, Parsnip or I or anyone else, were we able to notice the crumbled paper that was under his head?
You look. It just looks like whatever. He basically, the dad just grabbed whatever papers were around and made a makeshift pillow.
I see. Yeah.
But you look on it, and it looks like old ledgers and so forth, and damp paper. Nothing really of consequence.
Well, team, should we head back to Sill's place?
Yes. Do y'all know of any like coffee shops nearby that we could maybe poke in and caffeinate our friend here?
Don't know if any of them would be open right now.
Your best bet for something like that would be to go to like maybe one of the inns, like the Grey Ferret inns where you were before. That would have, they're open. Or they usually have somebody taking care of things throughout the night. There's the two Dwarven brothers. Someone's probably manning it at the time. It's probably the nearest place where you are confident you'd be able to get something to eat or drink in this late at the hour.
Do you want to go get some coffee, Tango? Do you drink coffee? I don't know what you drink.
No. I try and keep my body and my mind free of such things. I understand the importance of it for tonight, but I think if we just get back to Sill's, it should be fine. I'm sure Viridian has something. He'll know as soon as we walk in.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
DM, what was the name of the person that Prowl mentioned at the Temple of Antiquity?
Hold on a second. He mentioned, I believe it was Miss Alara. Make sure that name. Yes, he mentioned Miss Alara.
Okay, I'm just making notes for myself. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm tapped out for my higher level stuff, but I can still do the smaller stuff.
Simon, I think it would probably be better. Of course, let me know if you think if you think it's not a good idea. But I think we should probably get Valdoria back to Sill's house or as soon as we can.
Oh no, that's what I was talking about. I'm just saying, like if things get a little hairy with Tango. No offense, Tango. I I have some means to help, kind of hopefully keep things under control. But I hope we don't have to do that. Like I can. Oh no, I can't. I can't calm emotions. Never mind. We screwed.
It'll be okay. Let's take him back and we'll see what happens overnight.
I thought you were going to say something about how you carry shears, because I don't want to get that hairy.
You know what? I think you'd wear it well.
I'm mildly offended by that.
I'm just saying, you've got such a pretty shade of like orange hair. I think you'd wear it well. I mean, Syl wears it pretty well, and he's a fox person.
God, I just realized I've never even imagined or pictured a ginger werewolf.
Well, fall asleep tonight, and you don't have to.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, let's not.
But let's not have you fall asleep.
Let's go back, everyone.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
The ginger werewolf.
I like it. Simon, just a quick thing here. Do you is Calm Emotions a spell on your spell list?
Yes, I just don't have the spell slot for it.
How many sorcery points did you spend during the combat?
Oh yeah, I can make more sorcery points. Thank you.
You can convert a sorcery point into a spell slot if you so choose.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Let's see. So
just saying.
if I wanted to restore a second level spell, it would be 2 sorcery points? Or is that...
I messed that up. There's a little chart for it. I messed it up myself at one point. Sorcery point cost, it's 3 for a spell slot of level 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll actually go ahead and just spend those 3 to get a second level slot back. Just in case we need it. Who knows?
All right.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You guys.
Oh no,
everyone
Simon's
walks up.
turning into a furry. I guess that'd be Tango, technically.
Yeah, that would be Tango. So this is about the location where you guys were. It's evening now, and you make your way back. You get back to Sills without really any problem.
Cool. Do y'all want to kind of hang out in the little parlor downstairs or in the room where we saw Sill's true form? Maybe we can get Falar to do some dancing and some music, something lively to keep you awake.
I'm always down for some revelry. We were successful in our mission.
Actually, we probably do need it. Yes, we were, but we also do need to be aware that Sill is probably already in bed.
I think if we were to all sleep in one room, maybe we take shifts watching Baldoria sleep. We should be okay.
Well, no, Baldoria can't sleep. That's the thing. He has to stay awake. If he
Right,
falls
what-
asleep,
Yeah, we just like take shifts watching him, watching him be up.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Sure. I can just, exercise, practice my calisthenics, my movements, keep the blood flowing. I did have a thought though. What if we tried to bring things to the cusp, right to the edge? If I partially change, but don't fully change, could I maybe gain the ability to see in the dark?
That's between you and your. Well, that's between just that's up to you, buddy. I don't know.
It's just a thought. Maybe I'll say a nice prayer to Falacia. Falacia. I don't know how to say her name.
Falacia.
Do you want to run the risk of being that furry?
No, God, no, not at all.
No judgment. It's your life, buddy, and I'll be there to support whatever you decide. But
no, I definitely don't want to go through what that poor gentleman went through.
Well, I mean, you'd have us.
Yeah. I think there's other means to be able to see in the dark, though, without running that risk. But it was just a thought.
Eventually, you guys get back to the house. And Viridian seems to be aware that you'd be coming, and he meets you all in the little kitchen parlor here. He offers tea. He offers chai tea, or he says something a little odd. Or what this other one? It's he looks at the box or the little tin of it. Chamomile. I've got chamomile tea as well. If anybody wants that.
I don't know what that is, but I'll try it.
Very good. He gives you the tea. You take a sip of it. You recognize it pretty quickly. It's a chamomile.
Oh no. Chamomile put him to sleep. So sorry, Tango. No chamomile for you.
Okay. Shimamoli.
But he prepares you as the tea soak. Yes, one to help you relax, one to not relax. There you go. Anything else I can do for you all before I retire for the evening?
I believe that should be it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck with your adventurous slumber party. Cracks a little smile and heads out of the room.
You're gonna be okay, Valdoria.
Yeah. I'm not worried. Not at all.
Well, yeah, because, worst case scenario, you become a dog person.
Yeah.
When you put it like
just-
that, I'm a little worried.
Tango, just for the fun of it, would you roll a Constitution save as you try to
Oh no.
stay the night?
Can he get this with advantage since we're pretty much like...
Sure. Yeah. You're all definitely helping him.
We're like cheering you on. Come on, Valdoria.
Excellent. With the help of your companions, who every so often will look over and see you kind of starting to nod off. Someone's on watch, and they come over, snap their fingers, and get you back up. You manage to stay up throughout the night. You do your exercises. You drink the correct tea. Come morning, when the dawn hits, that the little warm feeling that was in your neck, that slight tingle that was there, it was getting less and less until you feel it's just gone. Tango, you can have a short rest. Everyone else is able to have a long rest throughout the night, but you no longer feel this fiery itch burning into your soul. In the morning, as you guys are all downstairs, Syl eventually finds you. Well, looks like some of you are rested, some of you not so much. I heard you had a bit of a run-in. Glad you're all okay. Glad you got to have a little job out through the night. I was pretty busy throughout the evening, and I've made quite a few arrangements for you. First of all, giving you the map, which is good. I'd like to let you know that just on the edge of the Whispering Desert, we've got a vendor ready to give you some camels. They're already bought and paid for.
What's the vendor's name, sir?
Camille.
It's not Shamil.
No, I don't think so. Camille's camels. That's what I'm told they are. But anyhow, they'll have camels for each of you. I said already bought and paid for. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about returning the camels. They're yours. You're not renting them. It's not like the horses. That said, you can also just leave the camels somewhere in the desert if you need to. Apparently, they're very well trained and find their way home if they are left to their own devices.
Will we be able to pick them up back from Camille? Because, if you bought me a camel, I'm gonna keep this camel.
Oh, absolutely. I kind of had the feeling that you didn't really want to bring them back into town and take care of them forever. Plus, I'm trying to help you with travel as much as I can. So, here we go. Here's some things I've got for you. Reaches into his little sack, and you see it widen for just a second as he pulls out a fairly large jug, sets it down on the table. He then pulls out a little bag and drops it and it kind of spills over to the side, and you see a whole bunch of those little tokens that he has for you. So this will help you with some water. It'll produce quite a bit of water for you every day. These tokens are enough for you that you can come back and return here to my home immediately when you get your questions answered. He basically puts out 12 of his Zorvental tokens, 2 for each of you. Make sure you save these. Okay? I know you think you can use them for the fun things, but save them because you'll each need 2 so that you can come back here. Okay? I'll give you the money just before you leave, the gold that you're going to want to pay the dragon with. And I've got one more thing for you that I think you might find exciting. I've been working on a deal for a while. I was doing a little bit of real estate myself, but I think this works out best for you. He puts down a rolled up piece of paper and a key. I'm going to go ahead and just give this to you. There's a property here in the town. It's yours. You'll be able to do with what you want. A nice little a place for you to set up a shop, make it your own little bastion, if you would, here in the city.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
wow.
really kind of you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, yes, absolutely. Now, it's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that there's plenty of space. You'll be able to do all sorts of things as you can. You can build new things on it, change the rooms to however you want. The bad news is it's not in the best of states right now. It's in dire states almost. It needs like a lot of reconstruction. So for now, it's probably just going to have like a room for each of you that you'll be able to do. But eventually, you'll be able to get your multiple rooms and so forth, and add all sorts of purpose to it. It's right down the street from his too, so you'll be close by and easy to communicate with me. But that's what like I said, I got a nice little place for you. Here's the deed for you. Now, there's one thing that's on this deed here that we want to get the little legalese, make sure that it's yours. And in case you ever have anybody that comes and joins you all in your partner, or if somebody has to go off and do their own thing, it is a common practice to accept an adventuring group or something similar and put their group's name down as the owner. So if you do that, it basically it takes care of some logistics ahead of time. So if all of you could ever come up with a name for yourselves, we can go ahead and put that down on the deed, and we'll register you as that name, and it'll be yours.
Well, Sil, if now we are the owners of a castle, does that make us knights? Will you knight us?
I don't really think I've got the right to knight you. I'm not royalty myself.
Yeah, but what's royalty compared to a dragon?
Well, everyone's got their opinions. So hopefully this will be able to play. Oh, yes, there's one more thing. This will help you. So I noticed you guys come out of it. You missed me, but I saw you came out of Evie's yesterday. I happened to be there myself. I saw this little token, and he pulls out this strange little object. It's got quite a few of these little blue and black feathers that are kind of grouped together that kind of meet at something like a brooch, like a silvery cloud. This will help you get along the way. So this is what I mean when you probably aren't going to take the camels the entire way there. This will let you summon a bird. Now the bird will be enough to carry you all. It'll help you. But judging by how many of you there are, it's probably only going to be able to take you about 75 miles of the journey. So I'd probably recommend you do it at the end. You can only use it once though. And after the bird finishes his journey, he's going to disappear.
Oh, okay, thank you so much.
So what he gives you, crap, I had it written down somewhere. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my notes in the best organization. I've got them in Notes, Word, Roll20, a little Notepad app. I have to put them all over the place, so I tried to organize it. Sorry. This is under. Hold on, there it is. Hold on. He gives you a Qualls feather token, type bird. How do I? Oh, it doesn't have a show option. You guys should be able to search for this. I can't believe it doesn't have a way for me to show it to the group. Bad Roll20. This particular one, they gave it a different look in this one than D&D Beyond does. But you can look up the word Qual, Quaal, and it is a nice little wondrous item.
Do you mind if I ask you a possibly rude question, sir?
He just cocks his head and looks at you strangely.
How much did this run you?
Oh, it was 6,300 gold.
Oh my god. One day I will have that kind of money. Okay, thank you. Now I'm just, Simon's just looking at it like, not it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I had this too. Sorry. It's not in my bag. Give me just a moment. He walks out of the room. A couple minutes later, comes back, and he sets down a bag for you. I forgot. Every adventuring party needs one of these. It's just the best thing ever, right? He puts in a bag that looks just like the bag that he always has toting around with him. He gives you a bag of holding.
Oh, bag of holding.
So,
oh my goodness. Okay, well, I could fit like tons of barrel stocks in there and like ripple bark. Oh, good God. Alrighty.
now
Thank you, sir.
What I do, personally, what I like to do with the Roll20 as a player, and I try to set up for you guys this way. You guys should all see a party resources section. It's where you can have the notes where you can type in whatever you want.
I actually just did that right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was gonna say I would recommend that if you have anything that you consider to be a party resource, I like to keep track of them in a party loot note, and you guys should all be able to edit that.
I see it. Yeah, that's
It's really a very good idea.
So you can write down that you have a Qualls feather token, bird, and that you have a bag of holding as party loot.
Nice.
You can pass around the bag of holding, or if like one person wants to manage it, you guys can determine that. I will show you one other little thing though. I'm just going to put the party token here. But as mentioned, you guys have this fairly substantial 3-story home that Syl will kind of direct you towards. It's seen better days, but you'll be able to fix it up. It's all black. Oh, dang.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I've got a black screen or a black square or rectangle with like. Oh, there we go. Boom.
So if you're not familiar with it, I know Tango caught what I did there. With 2024, in the DM guide, they introduced a concept of bastions. And a bastion is basically a little base for players to be able to do things with. I've read through it. I'm not like 100% versed on it myself. I gotta learn it too because it's all new stuff. But it's essentially allows you to like pick what rooms you want to build, and you'll have people that manage it for you. And when you guys are gone for weeks, you can say, okay, well our bastion takes a turn to do this, and like it can make certain simple items for you and so forth. So there's a whole rule section around bastions, and he is giving you the skeleton of your bastion.
This is awesome. I love this.
So so those of you who don't know about it, we'll be learning bastions together because, like I said, I have a bit I need to learn myself about the bastions.
Cool.
I wonder if I can get my Gigi to send me some mushrooms. We could grow some defenses.
This is the ground floor of it right here. So, yeah, 3 stories, plenty of rooms to grow into your bastion here in Torrington. One of the last things he'll do, he'll probably like walk you guys over to the house here and say, "Hi, this is yours." Sorry, like I said, it's a fixer upper. So again, I'm not trying to rush you or anything. You don't have to go immediately. Take a little bit of time. Maybe get to know your little property here. Can you guys think of anything else that you think would be helpful for you that I can try to accommodate you?
I mean, you've already done so much. I can't think of anything.
Sorry. Also record the fact he gave you the feather token, the bag of holding, and an alchemy jug.
Is that what that was? Okay. We can make mayonnaise, y'all.
Oh, yes, you can't. Though I wouldn't recommend making it in the desert; it'll spoil really quick. I would use it for the water it can do.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, we're not gonna live in the desert. We can always come back and we can make vinegar. We can make these things are fun.
Right, you could do so much with this.
I hope these things will help you out. I'll also make sure that you have enough provisions to take out there, so you at least have something to eat. Because I know traveling to the desert, it's not going to be an easy thing. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely miserable. I wouldn't want to do it myself. Sorry. Anyhow,
I mean, you don't need to apologize. You just gave us a house. Like, that's. Thank you.
of course, happy to do so.
Well, should we all begin our journey to the desert?
Actually, yeah, I guess. Unless you want to stay and get acquainted with like what needs to be repaired and stuff.
It all needs to be repaired. So what I'm going to recommend, what I'm going to recommend is hopefully everybody's able to read. D&D Beyond is a good source. If you have the DMG, you might even be able to look it up in Roll20. There's plenty of resources out there. I would, when you get a chance, take a little bit of time and try to read up on what you can do with a bastion. You can actually make a bastion sheet in Roll20. So the way I'm assuming it's going to work is like each character I think is supposed to be able to like build their own and they grow on it, and they get like a room and they can get like everyone gets like 3 or 4 rooms by the time they're tier 4, that kind of a thing. But what you'll do is you'll have this large structure, and you guys will each be able to say, I want my room to do this and I want my room to do that. So you'll be able to build, a little shrine or a armory, workshop, whatever the case may be. But you can basically say, okay, we're going to give orders now. We're about to head out on a journey that's going to take us probably 2 or 3 weeks. So during that time, our bastion will get 3 turns. So if we wanted to build these rooms during these 3 turns or start building them, that kind of a thing.
Do we have to pay money for that? We do, right?
And some things are going to cost money. Some things aren't. Some things will be able to generate money.
So, like, if we want to just begin repairing this, can it do it by itself?
You'll have people that are going to do the work for you, essentially. Now, Syl lives here in town, so he can help you out. He'll kind of be, until you've got like a major domo or something like that takes care of the property, he'll be happy to work with you as your kind of go-between. Again, I'm going to do my best to just like do what I'm supposed to do for a bastion and give you guys the options to do what you can do with a bastion. And this property is essentially how we're going to empower your characters to be able to build up this bastion.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. This could be a lot of fun, guys. I don't know. It could also be just like mundane minutia that you don't want to deal with. That's fine too. From what I've seen, because I've like looked at reviews and so forth, people say that like in these types of online games, you could just kind of in the middle of the week say, "Hey, I want to do this with my bastion." It's a good thing to be able to do during downtime. So hopefully this works out. I'm really curious about it. Like I said, I've read it all, but at the same time, I didn't absorb it well enough. So seeing it in action will help me a lot.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
All right. So you got your 3 items. He'll give you money right before you leave. You don't have to leave right away. If you guys want to talk about what you're doing, like throughout the week with each other, that's fine. If you decide that you want to start heading out, we can plan for that at the beginning of next session. But I think here's a good place to stop it. You guys have your new property, and I hope that's fun for you. But yeah, I think we'll hold there until next week.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for running. Great as always.
So it's fun.